Hi guys, I'm a little bit early because I wanted to make sure that I could actually set this up and do it. So I am slightly early, but only by a minute or two, and I'm hoping that some people will join shortly. Um, I have been thinking about doing an unpick with me, well, a live for a little while. I can't decide whether to wait until the time. No, someone's watching. Hi, Laura. Okay, I'll carry on. Um, I've been thinking about doing live on YouTube for a little while. I mentioned it when I first had my wrist op that it would be quite cool to do sort of while I was in recovery, and then I never did it because I whipped out of it and my phone is on loud. So let me just turn that down if I can. There we go. Now I shouldn't be interrupted by things. Hi Lisa, and I thought while I was kind of planning some things for videos, lots of people kept asking me for sew alongs, which I have planned. I might even have filmed, but I thought that a live would still be fun. And what I was kind of thinking was what live would be fun for all of you guys to join in and be quite chatty, but also something that would still be kind of watchable afterwards. And we all have a big pile of unpicking to do. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I certainly do, and I hope that I'm not the only one. And I just thought, like, if we could grab a project that we needed to unpick, we could kind of have some company while we did it. So I have said this in my recent vlogs, but I am unpicking these Dawn jeans that are not really jeans; they're more trousers in this lovely burgundy drill that I picked up at Walthamstow Market, and mostly made into trousers with gorgeous button fly with these like skull buttons and ridiculous chicken African wax pockets. But the waistband went dodgy twice and I got fed up of unpicking it, and it has sat in a bag behind my door of the sewing room, which is just here, for 4 months, 5 months. So I decided it was time to oh, I went and then I came back. Hi everyone. That was odd. I just got like a reconnecting thing. Hi Lynn. Hi Ginny. So anyway, I'm gonna get cracking and just start chatting basically. But please let me know what you're unpicking or doing in the comments as we go. I this is where I got to on these. I sewed on the outer waistband, and then the inner waistband I got to halfway through and realised that it just wasn't eased in right, and I hadn't pinned enough and I hadn't pressed enough, and I think I need to cut a new waistband. So I need to unpick these so that I can at least try again. And if that doesn't work, then I will find the leftover fabric and cut a new one. I thought that unpicking would be quite cool. Oh, you're walking your dog and writing work emails, Laura and Pauline. Well, excellent. That's fine as well, as long as you don't mind me sitting here unpicking, then that's fine. Oh, Ginny, I saw that you were out in the woods. That's quite fun. I hope that you can still hear and see and things. I thought that while I was unpicking, I'd just have a chat a little bit about what I'm doing in my 2 weeks between jobs, because obviously it's a bit weird. The world is a bit weird at the minute. I was always planning on being at home for most of these 2 weeks because I am between jobs. I start my new job on Monday, and actually I've just heard from my new company. I was a bit nervous. I hadn't heard from them for a little while because obviously logistics are going to be quite different at the minute. But I just heard from them, so that's a bit of a relief. But I had planned a lot of different things, but most of the things I had planned were related to the Great Module Sew Along, which is being run by Carla and Whitney, but they were all work outfits, and I don't know when I'm next going to be even in the office. And my office, when I start my new job, is going to be a little bit less smart than my old ones. So I sort of, for a few days, I was like, oh, I really should make that, and I should make like I should. Particularly the like things that I've said I'm going to make on here. I don't have to make them if I can't for any reason. So I have decided that during these kind of weeks, I'm just going to be a bit kind to myself and sort of do whatever makes me excited. um, and if you've been following my Instagram stories, you'll know that I have been doing some ice dyeing on fabrics, and this morning I set up another ice dyeing experiment, and that's been super fun, just to do something completely different but still creative and a bit unknown. And today, after I have unpicked these, I'm gonna cut out some dungarees and also a couple of Sirocco jumpsuits, which I have a couple of Sirocco jumpsuits in my wardrobe. In my wardrobe, but they stretched out, partly because they were really too thin fabric, and partly because they got left hanging in an odd position by a husband, and I would really like a couple more that I could actually wear out. And Gemma, who is a girl so geeky on YouTube and Instagram, she made a Sirocco recently, and it made me really want to make another one. So I think I'm gonna cut out a couple of those, and they're quite quick sews, so I'm hoping I can get those done kind of before I am actually back in the office. Hi Carol, hi Anna. So I'm hoping that I can do that, because that will be quite nice. Like, I will still feel dressed around the house. I've been seeing lots of people say, oh, it's really important that you still get up and put on makeup and do your hair and dress nicely, and I totally get that. I totally understand that viewpoint, but also it's nice to have really comfy things to wear, and I feel like a Sirocco jumpsuit's sort of in the middle, you know. It's still put together and dressed, but you do just literally pull it on and you don't really have to do anything else, and I don't wear makeup anyway, so that's a winner for me. So I think that's probably what I'm going to make. A couple of those, a couple of dungarees, and just who is watching, and also with Yvonne, who is getting a stitch on Instagram. So Laura is sewn and shown on Instagram. I'm sure we've all been buying lots of fabric in the last couple of weeks to support our small businesses and stock up our stash for being at home. And we've bought the same jersey. It's a space jersey from Flamingo Fabrics, which is really exciting, and we're going to triplet. So we're going to make something from the same fabric and have a matching set, which is exciting. Laura, I can't remember what you said you were going to make. You said a basic tee, I think. I've bought 1.5 meters, and I'm pondering making another Manetta top. So this is a Manetta top with the kind of boat slash neck, and it's a hack of the Manetta dress, so I just extended from the waist down, and I was thinking that might be quite nice with a fun space print, so I might do that. I've also got a couple of misty camis that I really want to make up in some pretty fabrics, and with the weather being so nice at the minute and the prospect that we're going to be, you know, limited on movement for a while, it'll be quite cool to have some nice summer bits to wear when we're back out and about. So I think that might be what I do, but I don't know. We'll see where I end up on that. But yeah, I have so many parcels coming at the minute. It's a bit ridiculous. I've got the postman comes and knocks on my window, my kitchen window, and just leaves stuff on the doorstep for me. But there's a lot. And I will probably do a fabric haul of all the things I've been buying over the last couple of weeks, but we shall see. As I'm unpicking this, I'm realising that I've interfaced the outer waistband with really, really stiff interfacing, and I'm wondering if that's the problem that I've had with this. I might go back and use something a bit less strong and intense and see what happens. I tell you what else I've got to make up over the next little while is some Joni dresses. So I've talked about Joni dresses a few times in some recent recent vlogs. So I've had a bit of a, no, I haven't had a love-hate relationship put together anymore, and I decided that I needed to kind of do it again, and I had a bit of a mental block, but I've made one recently, and I'm looking at 3 fabrics on the floor. I'll show you, that I have to make 3 more Joni dresses, and I think they're similar to the Sirocco in the sense that I'll feel really dressed up and nice, but it is kind of secret pyjamas. So I've got this, which is the really lovely Spots and Planets, which I asked you guys whether I should make a t-shirt or a dress, and dress was the resounding winner there. So that's going to become a Joni dress. On a space theme, I also have this, which is from Little Darling Fabrics, and everything Little Darling Fabrics is currently 30% off, so go and check that out. I bought that this before then, but you guys can make the most of the discount, which is just really cool, and that will make a really lovely Joni dress. And then I've also got this, which I was kindly given by Laurel at Lubadoo Fabrics. It's an art gallery jersey with pandas all over it. It's called Nap Time, and I mean, is this just my colours or what? I love these colours, and I've been eyeing up this fabric for ages, and I didn't know what that Laurel had it in stock until I went up there for the remnant sale a couple of weeks ago. Hi everyone, sorry, I saw a few messages come up there, but they've just disappeared. So I saw something about cutting out rag towels, which is cool. What are you making them? Are you doing that kind of reusable towel where you pop them on and make kitchen towel? Because I really want to do that, but I haven't got around to it. But yeah, all 3 of those fabrics are going to become Joni dresses, which I'm quite excited about. They'll kind of feel grown up but quirky. I mean, maybe not super grown up, but we'll see. And yeah, I'm probably going to make those up, and I think they'll be fun to kind of swoosh around the house in while we're at home. It is a bit of a weird one because my husband is a key worker, so my husband works in a lab that makes supplies for not just the health service, but the health service. So he's at work every day, and I mean, I will be at work every day quite soon, just from home. So I'll be starting work on Monday, and I would imagine that it's going to be a bit hard for me to get all the way up to speed remotely. I think everything is a bit weird. People are trying to work out their own working from home arrangements at the minute, so I'd imagine it's going to be a bit of a weird period to start working, but I'll be working, and then presumably I'll get dressed as well. I keep saying reconnecting and live. Are you guys seeing that? Do you get like a lag or do you miss some of me talking when it says reconnecting, or are you guys seeing it reasonably seamless? Because this is my first go at this, so it's going to be a bit of a play it by ear and see how it happens. Okay, a small pause. That's fine. I'm imagining it's probably my internet, which is saying, what the hell are you doing trying to live stream a video? Which I can probably try and work out a little bit. I live in a slightly weird place where just full stop, it's a village. All villages are a bit weird, but the internet signal when we moved here was just non-existent, which was kind of fine because we got Wi-Fi in the house, and then we did Wi-Fi calling, and everything was done on Wi-Fi through the router. But now BT have extended their reach, and it's kind of cool. It's but annoying because they've extended their reach, but it means that my phone can't decide whether to use my Wi-Fi or my router, and that's like, it keeps switching between the two, and that's very frustrating because I wish there was like an override that just said, please use my router when I am in this location. Like when I'm in my house, use my router, prefer Wi-Fi, don't try and cut into 4G if you think it's going to be better, because it probably won't, or it might be for like 3 seconds and then it will be annoying again. The rag towels, check out Claire, who is BTHQ, Beautiful Things HQ. I think her YouTube is just Beautiful Things. She runs an in-person craft workshop space, but it was her that I saw the reusable towel thing. She had it on like a kitchen roll what's it called? Stand. This is where you guys realise how bad I am at wording. And yeah, it's really cool. So I'm definitely gonna do that. Little Darlings Fabric is the place that have 30% off. Little Darling Fabrics, and it's in the UK, but they do ship everywhere. I think, but yeah, Little Darling Fabrics. Holder. I've got quite a lot of this. Oh, we've all got a little bit dippy in these times, haven't we? One thing I am just realising as I'm unpicking this is that I don't think I've got the matching thread anymore for this, which is going to be annoying for top stitching the waistband down. I might just have to stitch in the ditch instead. Because these aren't jeans, it doesn't really matter massively, but I might have to do that. We'll see. Yeah. Never mind. I tell you what I am doing. I'm currently looking at a massive pile of fabric that has amassed on the chairs, the chair bed that sits in the sewing room, because I've just been so bad at organising stuff recently. Like, I've got quite a lot of stuff delivered, and I've also obviously had quite a lot of vlogs where I've been talking about fabrics. Like, the fabrics from the module planning video are still all over there in the sewing room, and I should probably sort some stuff out at some point. Yeah, I'm not sure. What are you guys planning to sew over your time at home, if your time at home is kind of different to normal? Like I said, I want to do some Joni dresses. I want to do some Sirocco jumpsuits, or a couple of Sirocco jumpsuits, and a couple of pairs of dungarees, definitely. But I also want to get the Calvin wrap dress made up. I've got two cut out that I want to sew up in two different versions, because I do like the kind of original version as it comes. Have I got it behind me? I'll show you the line drawings. But I quite like the idea of using that bodice with a bigger skirt. So I have two versions in the same fabric, in an African wax fabric, cut out, ready to sew up, and they're quite quick because it's just, you know, a couple of bust darts and yeah, the waist ties and the straps basically. But I've done one where I've chopped it at the waist, like where the waist tie is, added seam. Lots of plans. You've got lots of plans. Pietra trousers, fitting trousers. That's a really good goal to have while you're at home. It's kind of fun to tackle something new, I think, or tackle something that you've been worried about, or that you've been kind of fearful of. So you should go check out Akram and Megan's So Fearless challenge that's going on at the minute, because there's loads of vloggers taking on things that have been scaring them. And actually the Ash jeans, Megan Nielsen Ash jeans, which are also just behind me up there, they've been mine, and that video is going to go up on Friday because I was scared of making them, and then I made 3 pairs in a row, which is quite good. So you don't have to be in the mood for anything. I think that's kind of what I was saying earlier, like, you should just sew what you want to sew. I think a lot of people are saying, oh, we're going to have time at home, we should make the most of it and sew. But actually, you should just do whatever you want to do. If you want to sew clothes, then great. If you want to sew for your kids, or quilt, or sew house projects that you've been meaning to do for a while, then wonderful. If you want to sew really practical work clothes, fab. If you want to sew tie-dye dungarees, so be it. Yeah, you should just kind of do what you want, because there's enough madness going on in the world, and there's enough kind of things to be worried about and sad about, that you should really find some, you know, niceness in your crafting. Don't try and add any stress to it. Oh, loads of you are doing jeans. That's quite fun. Pauline, this is why I was a bit weird about my stretch jeans, because I didn't know. So Pauline said that she's a bit unsure about cutting into her nice denim. Um, Try and pick something up from somewhere like Pound Fabric, something cheap that you can make up as a toile, because yeah, I agree. I wanted to make sure I knew the pattern beforehand. Um, so yeah, do go and check that out. Like Pound Fabrics, or I don't know, there's quite a few places that you can get kind of cheap, and they won't be fantastic quality. I mean, maybe sometimes they are. I've got some lovely stuff from Pound Fabrics, but yeah, try and find some stuff that you're less precious about, or like precious fabric. It will be so much a nicer experience of sewing it as well. Kate, there you go. So she's just got some 3% stretch. Was that corduroy, Kate? I think it was, wasn't it? They're doing some stretch corduroy at the minute, which you can do for, which you can use as your toile. In fact, it's easier to get hold of stretch corduroy than it is stretch denim, I would say. It's not 3% stretch though, is it? It's 3% spandex, right? Kate? Because 3% stretch wouldn't be enough for a jeans pattern, I don't think. I think the ash requires like 15 to 20, but anything with like 3% spandex in it should be fine. Yeah, cool. Well, let me know how you get on, Pauline. Let us know what you end up making, because yeah, that would be fun to see. I'm whizzing through this. Look, I've nearly got a detached waistband. I think I'm just gonna cut a new one. This is frayed and rubbished. Not that I know where the scraps are of this, but that can be another project, right? We could do a find the stuff I'm looking for along because I can never bloody find anything that I'm looking for. Ever. Takes me forever, and then I've made a mess of everything else. I tell you what I'm looking for at the minute: the rings to attach bra straps, which I know I have a packet of because I found them recently and was like, I've been looking for these for ages. Well, guess who's lost them again, and now can't finish the bralettes that I've got on the go, and I'm kind of sticking my feet in the ground and feet in the ground. That's not the same. I'm digging my heels in, and I'm refusing to buy another packet because I know I have them, but it's getting to the stage where I probably will have to buy another packet because I've got a few hacks of that I'd like to try. Because I'm looking at padding that bra to make it like my real everyday bra. So I've got plenty of the bralette versions without padding, kind of nearly made up. I'm like looking at them over there. But it would be cool to just add a little bit of padding, and I don't mean massive, you know. I don't mean for size. I just mean for kind of safety. And I've got some plain scuba that I thought I could use just to interline the cups to make them square top. It looks really good. Me and Yvonne from Getting a Stitch, we tried the Friday Pattern Company square top and did not get on with it. I think it's not one for narrow shoulder adjustments. I think that's the challenge, because I don't know. We really didn't have any luck with it, but it might be one to try again at some point. But yeah, so going back to what I said I was gonna be sewing, I've got the Calvin wrap, the Joni dresses, the Sirocco jumpsuit, and the dungarees. I'd also really like to make the Dawson cardigan, coatigan, which was their in a haystack pattern from March. Is that right, Kate? No, February. And it's a really lovely coatigan that's kind of got a little bit of a cocoon shape, and I really like the idea of making it hip length, so like almost as a nice jacket. So I think I might do that. Yeah, I might. Oh, it was January's pattern. Am I that far behind already, Laura? Kate, I can't believe it. I've been such a rubbish haystack pack member recently, because I get all the ideas for things and then I just haven't followed through with any of them for ages. So I do really want to make that, and I really want to make a hip length version. It's got interesting pockets, so I need to get the pattern pieces out again and work out how I might adjust that. And I might just make up a version as the length it is to then work it out kind of in real. Yeah, I am a slacker, Kate. What are you going to do about it? I still pay you every month. That's good enough, isn't it? But yeah, I think I might make it. I've got a grey sweater knit type thing with dashes on it that I think will be a really nice Dawson coatigan. I don't wear a lot of coatigan type things at the minute, but I think I might do more. So my new job is going to be, I'm going to be driving to work, and usually, so I've been getting the train to work or walking to work for like a decade. So I haven't really done a lot of commute. Well, I haven't ever commuted by car, and so normally I've got to wear like a really thick coat when I go anywhere, because you just have no idea what the weather's going to be like, particularly when you leave early. Like I've been leaving for work 6, 6:30, 7, and you don't really know what the weather's going to be like by the time you leave at the end of the day. So I've usually had quite a big thick coat, but actually if I'm going to be commuting by car, maybe a coatigan will be quite handy, because I can kind of have one in the car and put it on if I go. That I've got for it that I think I'm doing the twirl, because I have just unpicked my waistband, which is far too exciting to be honest, because that is a project that's been sitting for months, and now I can crack on with sewing it up, which is quite exciting, because, well, just because it is. It's going to be beautiful. And they're just like big wide leg trousers, and I might add a cuff at the bottom, because I think I cut them quite long with the intention of just making sure that I was happy. And I just think they'll be really cool, like quite 70s. I feel like I need a hat with them, like a little bowlery type hat. Type hat, and my husband hates it, so it actually is at my parents' house. Anyway, I'm going to show you the fabric that I'm going to make the Dawson from. Oh, no worries, enjoy homeschooling. I hope it's been fun. This is what I've got. So I say it's a sweater knit. It's not really. It's sort of a, I don't know, I think it's like a jacquard type knit. It's not got loads and loads of stretch, but it's got a little bit. And I just thought that would be quite a cool cardigan. So this is probably what I'm going to use. This was from a company called Harvey Jacobs, who do sell fabric on a website, but mostly sell stuff through their Facebook group. But this is also available at Lubadoo Fabrics, who have 20% off at the minute. So I think Laura's picked up some of this, haven't you, Laura? What are you going to make with it? Because we can twin in that as well. If Laura's watching still, I know that she's working. So yeah, I've also got this one which came from Harvey Jacobs as well, which I'm not 100% sure what to do with, but would probably be quite a nice, slightly lighter weight coatigan. It's got this like waffle texture, basket weave texture to it, in a lovely blue. Oh, you didn't buy it, Laura? Okay, well, we can share if you want. I think I've got 2 meters of that. And then I also, as I was there, I picked up this, because this is the beautiful fabric that came from Felicity Fabrics, that I bought with my Haystack discount this month, and it's really, really gorgeous. It's this lovely like brick colour, which I'm kind of becoming a bit obsessed with at the minute, which my mum calls ginger nut. That's the colour, like the name that she gives it. And this is what I want to make the Calvin wrap dress with, along with a couple of other fabrics as well. And I'm hoping that I can, yeah, work that toile out. So I might do that this afternoon. I'm going to go and check in on my ice dyeing experiment now, I think, because I've been chatting for half an hour, so I'm probably going to head off now. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed that. And if you want me to do more of this, I'm happy to. I'm also really happy to do lives like while we're in this weird work period. Oh yeah, you can tell I've been ice dyeing because This does come off, by the way. I know that I should have worn gloves, but it's not for any kind of irritation or anything. It's just it does come off. I was covered yesterday, but it had come off overnight. But then I got going again this morning. But yay, well done, Lynn. You got your waistband unpicked. It's kind of good motivation, isn't it? Just to have someone else with you. Well, I didn't drink any of my tea, which I did make, which is probably cold now. But yeah, I am happy to do this again, and quite happy to do it sort of reasonably regularly over the next little while everything's a bit unknown. I don't really know what's going to happen when I start work, and we can do this. Okay, well, it seems like people are enjoying this, so yeah, we'll maybe give it a go soon. But I'm gonna switch off now, and I hope that I know how to switch off and don't delete the whole thing. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I think this will be available afterwards as a thing that you can watch. And I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.